Okay, y'all. Everything is alleged under the Fair Use Act. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on my YouTube channel, YOLANDAREEDER 2295. Follow me on my YouTube channel, Yolanda Reader 2295. This is my part 2 of what really happened to Angie Stone. This is my second video. This is my part 2. Shout out to Miss Messy Sweet Spot. Everything is alleged under the Fair Use Act. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Fair use. Let's go. Shout out to Miss Messy Spot.
He probably dropped that claim of about a good 60,000 right there, Gigi.
I can't believe he showed up. You should still be grieving for Angie Stone, not going to no damn concert.
And today's what?
Somebody said Tony Braxton, is she in on too? You know what? I can believe it. Because Tony Braxton, wasn't she in bed with Birdman? And you know he's a dark Hollywood. And she was in bed with that man, knowing that she got boys and knowing he wants them sons. Okay? Tony Braxton and them Braxtons, honey. Ooh-wee. I will be careful. CJ, I see you up here. What did you have to say about this?
Good evening, everyone. So I would definitely like to give my condolences to Miss Angie Stone and her family and friends. But this is the question that I have. So the Caucasian lady who was a witness and who basically helped Miss Angie Stone out of the Sprinter van, how come she had yet to be interviewed by TMZ, Entertainment Tonight, these big known, people? So I'm not understanding this. And not only that, the video that she made on her TikTok page has been taken down, but I was able to get it before it was deleted. But it just does not make any sense to me.
Well, I would say I'll go first. They don't want to interview truth tellers. When have y'all known TMZ actually want to bring in the truth? They're part of the dark Hollywood.
Oh, wow.
These big companies, yeah. Do y'all trust TMZ with y'all news? You better wake up. Okay? So it's a whole bunch of people that's been telling the truth, and TMZ haven't interviewed them. Fox News haven't interviewed them. None of them, because they are all compromised. They're media. So why didn't they? I can't answer that, but I'm not surprised. Storm, what's your take?
Then my take would be also the reason they wouldn't do it is because Harvey Levin is no dummy. He knows that she is also a victim of the accident, so she has a claim.
Oh.
And them knowing that she has a claim, they have to be careful about approaching her also, because that would make that claim somewhere starting out. Well, anyway, that's a high claim. That's a very high claim. So, at this point, in the preliminary stages, I can see them not saying anything to her yet. However, there also could be a factor that a publicist of some sort is in the background making sure that they don't contact her until they contact them, because they don't want the complete story released about Angie out yet.
Wow.
You see, you're going to find out that you heard the news about the timeline correct right here with Gigi.
But TMZ, a lot of times they are frauds. They will misrepresent a title. Yesterday, 2 days ago, they had a title, Trump and Diddy. Look at it, TMZ, Trump and Diddy. They did not mention Trump or Diddy, okay?
Wow.
They just do stuff. They're big business. They're not for the truth. So I would not trust them.
Okay. Another question.
And they lied before, time again. I'm sorry.
Right. Okay, so are any of you attending the funeral on tomorrow?
I cannot, because I'm in Hawaii, and
Okay.
I am in the midst of a major network shift. I don't know if you heard about the quiet storm yet, but you'll hear about that in the next few days. So I cannot do it right now because of the obligations that I already have. Yes, I love Angie to death, and but I am also in a position to where I can't travel that easy right yet because of the things that have going on, and I have to travel with a service dog. I canine travel to me everywhere I go, so that's the other thing.
Well, Angie knows I will be there in spirit. I don't do funerals, okay?
Oh, okay.
Sad, all that noise, all those energies and spirits. And let's not forget, the people that cannot stand Angie the most will be there. Will be there.
Wow.
You know, the people that do not like you the most, that's backstabbing you, they're going to show up at your funeral. They may not show up when you need them.
Right.
Angie Stone said months ago she was on her deathbed for 2 weeks. Do you think any Black Hollywood came to help her, to hold her hand? No, she talked about it. She was so disappointed. But they're going to come up here to try to sing or show out or do whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not going to go. I don't do funerals. It's too sad, but I will be there in spirit.
Okay. Well, that's all the questions that I have.
Well, thank you, CJ. We appreciate you. Gonna let you go.
Thank you, CJ.
All right. So come on in. If you guys want to say something, come on up. We invite you up and hit that like button. I'm not gonna keep telling y'all. Well, I'm gonna keep on telling y'all hit that like button until y'all hit that like button. All right. So people also want to know, what CRST, the trucking company involved, has a history of reckless driving incidents. CRST was previously sued for $90 million after hitting Tracy Morgan. Did you guys know that?
The same trucking company, the actor Tracy Morgan? Are you kidding me? No way.
Company that hit Angie Stone was the same company that hit other celebrities, including Tracy Morgan, and he sued them $90 million. Do you think they want to go through that road again? Hell no. Okay. CRS is notorious. This is the truck that hit Angie, the 18-wheeler, for exploiting drivers, failing to maintain vehicles, and covering up serious accidents. So if it's serious, CRST is involved, you bet your bet dollar they're going to try to cover it up. They're going to try to cover it up, and that is what we're seeing now. Where is the camera footage? CRS trucks are equipped with outward-facing cameras. Did you know that?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Did you know that? Did you know that, y'all? That record all accidents. But if they're recording hitting a person, I don't know if they're going to record that because it's a person and not a car. I don't know. So Alabama Department of Transportation, DOT, also has a highway traffic camera, yet no footage has been released to the public. Go ahead.
They have cameras.
All accidents. Ray, can we hear the echo, Ray? Ray, can you fix the echo? Go ahead.
They have cameras, but I have not found a camera sitting over that accident point. The accident happened on I-65, mile marker 162. When you go to Alabama's traffic department's camera systems, which broadcasters are allowed to get access to, there is no camera at that site. I'm telling you. I look. There is no camera at that site.
All right. T says Gigi Tracy was hit by a Walmart truck, and I bet you, look it up, that Walmart truck is owned by CRST Trucking. Okay, look it up, girl. All right,
So to clarify that, they were transporting a Walmart trailer. The tractor that pulls the trailer was owned by CST. Come on, people, stop it. Just because we see a trail, with Walmart on it, don't mean that Walmart own that truck.
Okay.
Wow.
You thought you was doing something, wasn't it? Okay. Hey, Ray, how you doing, baby? It's so good to hear you. What you gotta say?
That wasn't me with the echo. I live alone with a kitten. How are you and how are you, Storm? I just came in. I just wanted to know if you researched me on LSA.
No, I haven't got a chance to. But you know, we always enjoy your commentary. But no, I haven't got a chance to.
Well, it's a lot of reading, and particularly in the Amber Rose thread, I really spilled tea there.
Oh, okay. Well, you got some tea about this Angie Stone, so we can just stay.
I don't know anything about the trucking company, but I know that Walmart outsources and hires subcontractors. So if that's the company that they have listed, those children don't need to go to a cash app because their mother was killed. If Tracy Morgan got 90 million and he lived, he was injured, what do you think that the descendants of Angie's kids are going to get?
We'll have to see if they do it right. I'm sure Tracy Morgan, he had those people on the
Exactly.
You know, getting right. We know Angie Stone, they don't have a good track record of getting their paperwork right, especially when it comes to those kids. So it's going to be up in the air. We don't know because they don't have a good reputation of being business savvy.
Exactly.
Morgan, I'm sure he does. He probably spent a lot of money getting the top lawyers, the top representatives. Is Diamond, Michael, are they going to spend money to get the top lawyers to get the top representatives?
Well, Angie, excuse me. Lord.
I'm like, who is Angie? Is she here?
Gigi, they would not have to pay a lawyer.
Okay.
So let me clarify something for people right now. When people say that people are filing these lawsuits like with Diddy and all this stuff, and saying, well, somebody can run out of money from paying these lawyers. That's not how it goes. In most all accident cases, the lawyer takes the case, and the lawyer pays all the fees, knowing that they're going to get those fees back from the case. And they get 33% of the suit that you may win from them. So if they feel that you got a case that they can win, they will take your case and take it to court. It don't cost a dime out of your pocket. And
are they going to be the best lawyers? I don't want none free.
Well, now I'm gonna give you some heads up here. Some of the best ambulance chasing lawyers in this nation are top of the line. Predominantly, no.
Trust none free.
Well, but that is how the system goes. Anybody that's on this line that's listening that may practice law will tell you, I'm telling you 100% correct. No one pays to sue someone pretty much to get a lawsuit. That lawsuit is covered for free by the attorney's organization, firm to handle that case because they know that they're going to win for the client and they are going to get money out of it too. It's a business.
The one thing that is driving me crazy is that her business manager, her tour manager, and no one has contacted an attorney.
Erase wrinkles and eye bags in seconds with this new $59 facelift device. It uses Nobel Prize-winning technology to stimulate the skin, remove...
Wait a minute.
I'm not,
No one have contacted an attorney that we know of.
For who?
for the family.
Incorrect.
Tell
I
her.
can't go any further. I'm just letting you know that's incorrect.
So Storm saying they do have, what you say again?
Gary's representation.
I'm gonna say what I said yesterday. Okay. Because you're correct, and they would sit there. She's a celebrity, and someone, a good lawyer, would have their paralegals on the case.
I just said there's representation.
I just came in.
But I don't think a lot of people know that, and I think Storm, you may know because you have an inside, but we don't know that. So, did you guys know they have a legal, what do you call them?
It's called accidental death or accident, what do you call it? Personal injury lawyer, attorney.
So they have a personal injury lawyer.
No, they need to get a real lawyer, not a personal injury lawyer, because she died from homicide.
Okay, now, well, listen. There's some things we can't say.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm tracking with you.
Let me be very clear. If you notice, I have not said anything about that because that's a little bit disrespect to the family. So there is representation, and that's all I'm gonna say. I can't say.
Okay, because a personal lawyer, a personal injury lawyer for somebody from the TV, that is not what they need. They need a real lawyer with a good reputation.
I'm going to tell you right now, a personal injury lawyer or one of those lawyers are some of the most astute lawyers and have won billions in lawsuits. So don't go by your local neighborhood lawyer. Trust me. There's big cheese involved in this situation, and there's representation.
Well, I'm not arguing, Storm.
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm just killing that narrative because I don't want my name attached to anything negative in that narrative. So I just want to make it clear.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
No, I know you wouldn't. I'm talking about them that's in the chat.
Oh, okay.
People in the chat, they're gonna say what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
They're gonna say what they're gonna say.
People. But Lisa says Tracy Morgan did not sue CRST. Tracy sued the insurance company.
Well, that's who you sue. You sue the insurance company.
They're not gonna
duh.
sue the company because the company has insurance.
Some people don't know that. That's all right. Some people don't know that, and it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. So Angie, according to this report, was seated on the side of the road before the truck hit her.
Mm-hmm.
What was she doing on the side of the road? And you know, that is a dangerous road right there. At 4 o'clock, it's still dark. That is so dangerous. But I guess she was not in her right state of mind. They just got in a car accident, and that van, everybody was trying to get out. They needed help getting out the van because they couldn't help themselves. They could not help themselves get out the van because they were not capable, physically able. Okay? So,
That's not me.
That's me. My bad.
Put your phone on mute.
I was on the air and I forgot about it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
yeah, so that is what they're saying. The woman who helped Angie out of the van has since deleted some of her videos, not all.
The passerby.
Yeah. If the truck driver had ample time to slow down, why didn't he? Huh?
Well, see,
But he didn't see her. It's so
that's part of the investigation. But here's the thing: we don't know if he didn't see them. We don't know if he was on his phone at the time. We don't know.
We don't know, but we're just making assumptions. We're just talking. We're gossiping about it.
Yeah.
So if he was I mean,
You're not gossiping, you're speculating.
speculating. To me, all in the same kind of thing. But 18-wheeler truck, you high up there, it's 4 in the morning. I don't know if he was sleepy. I don't know if he been drinking. And why was he must have been speeding fast. He didn't caution that he didn't see the van. I wonder, the van, did they have the lights, the hazard lights blinking out and on, or was not? You know? I don't know if the hazard van, did you guys see anything about that?
I would love to get to see that.
There
I ain't seen
were
none.
other people passing by that van.
People passing by the van, true, but when I saw the footage, I didn't see no lights flashing at all. No tape wrapped around it, no yellow tape, no nothing.
Yeah. And when the video that I've seen, the vehicles passing by, there were no lights on the van. None.
Exactly, I just
If there
said
was no
that.
lights on when the vehicle saw it,
Just
which
said
was
that.
later on in the day, most likely the truck probably didn't see the hazard lights either. So could have been a mistake. And he swiped past and hit them. But something happened to the truck because it's not like he just kept rolling down the road. He went into the ditch. What made the 18-wheeler go into that goddamn ditch? And what did he hit? Did he hit the van? What did he hit?
He hit Angie allegedly.
I know, but Angie didn't cause that. Damn it.
And he bypassed the one question that I have was the rescuer.
Okay, make it make sense. Did he hit Angie, or did he hit that lady who said she helped Angie out of the van?
That saw the accident and went to assist Angie and the rest of the passengers. If you get hit by an 18-wheeler, there is big time damage.
Well, it depends on how you hit it.
With traffic.
I'm talking about the humans.
I'm talking about the humans too.
The humans. Not the aliens.
Let's put it this way. Okay, let's look at it this way. All right. Let's say you pull off on the shoulder, on the right shoulder of the road. Okay. You pull off on the right shoulder, and you get out of the shoulder. You get out, and you get behind the vehicle, where there's no vehicle in front of you to block out or obstruct, so that you can't be seen. So while you're on the side of the road, if you're not off the road far enough,
Right.
when a vehicle passed by, such as a truck, the tires could possibly hit you, but the whole truck don't run you over. Now, do I believe the whole truck ran that lady over?
No.
No. Do I believe the tires grazed her? Yes. I believe she was grazed by the tires of that truck.
Or the side of the truck.
But she
Either or.
was
Lisa said that she drove off the road in that area because Lisa, she drives in that on 65. And a lot of people I've talked to, they say they drove on that road. It's so dangerous. People, I mean, it's so dark and it's not a good lighting, so you can make a mistake and drive off the road. So that just is set up. The devil's playground right there. And how in the hell what caused the van to flip?
Exactly, because that you're tracking exactly what my next question is.
And that area. Why that area?
Okay.
And
so if they're arguing, I'm just putting out a scenario. If they're arguing inside the van, right? Which we know an argument didn't take place because they were arguing about the reckless driving and the speed. So that's fact because it was said by them. So now they're arguing. He's looking back, not paying attention. Then he thinks he sees something in the road that's dark, and he tries to swerve out of the way. And that vehicle being top heavy could have flipped that way. There's many scenarios that could have caused that, but we don't know those scenarios until we get the report. The only people that know that answer.
Dying to get to that game? Just grab a flight and hotel deal on Priceline.
This one-of-a-kind plasma lighter is taking over the survival market in the U.S. It's completely waterproof.
Answer on them people that's on that stage with Tony Braxton and the rest of us that was in that van. They know the truth, but they ain't talking.
Sometimes you're in a van and you still don't know the truth.
Well, that's true.
So it could be a possible that Lethaniel, or whatever his name, was driving and he was not paying attention in that dangerous road.
Now, Lethal, the name she just said, Lethal, that's the driver of the van. That's Angie's cousin. And, yeah, that's who he is. Angie's cousin. He was the one driving the van that Angie and all the passengers were in.
He tried to swerve from going in that ditch, and he made a quick swerve, and it made it, fall or flip or do some shit like that, because he was speeding fast, and he trying to swerve from going in the ditch or not going in the ditch because he don't know what the hell's going on, and then another truck comes and do the same thing, and they said it was another accident during that same time in that area.
About an hour later.
A possibility, and we're just throwing possibilities out. Of course, we don't know, but we're going to do what we do. We just talk about it.
Yeah, we're speculating.
Yeah, we're going to do what we do. Also, I wanted to read here, if the truck had none of the passengers in the spirit van have spoken out. So I played the vehicle, I played the footage of the man going to Angie Stone. He was one of the people that was in that van allegedly injured, but Storm don't believe his injury because he was doing questionable thing on the video. So he didn't speak though. I was looking forward to him giving a speech.
No, he didn't speak. He didn't say a word.
He could have just said that shit out.
From what I saw, because I was late, I can say the story. I saw a young lady. She was one of the co-managers. She had a concussion today, and it bothered me. And I sat with her and I told the managers and so forth what questions to ask and whatnot. Now, that woman was out in the head, okay? How were you recuperated enough with a neck brace on because you may have had whiplash or whatever, and how were you strolling on a stage?
Oh, you're talking about the guy, because I was lost for a minute, Ray. Okay.
Oh, no. I was getting it right back. I said the manager at the supermarket that I was at, because I went to get some donuts, because there's always food about me from tourists.
So basically you're saying the man that was on the stage with Tony, you feel like he's faking it too. You feel like something about that is not right.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I don't think that Tony or her people had anything to do with that.
Oh, I don't think so either. That was just the sheer stupidity of the young man walking today.
That's his arrogance.
Yeah, that might be true, y'all, but I'm gonna question everybody. And Tony Braxton and Braxton, to me, they got a shady how they handle people, especially that relationship with Tony and Birdman, and just certain things going on. I don't know. But let's bring up the Magnificent. You have something to say?
Hello, hi everyone.
Hi.
Yeah, I just think it's a little shady how the people in the van is moving, knowing that she was so loved out here in the industry and so many fans. It seemed like they would give some type of statement to us.
You can have a publicist. A publicist gives a general statement, and that would, calm people down.
Yeah.
The way that they have left it, people are speculating,
right,
and doing conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Because they're talking.
Yeah, and it's a lot of psychics online talking about different things where I don't believe them a lot of times, but some people saying they're hitting the nail on the head, but I don't know. But I hear y'all keep saying certain stuff like that's not true. Like the trucking company. The trucking companies, I'm a truck driver, just to let y'all know. I'm a Class A truck driver. The company is called Crest. And Crest is not the one that hit Tracy Morgan. That's two totally different trucking companies. The company that hit Tracy Morgan was Walmart Trucking. That's one theory that everybody should stop. Y'all can go do your research. It's Walmart that hit Tracy. So it's a lot of conspiracies that's not true out here.
Storm, you wanna?
Storm, you need to rectify that.
I know the trailer that was attached to the truck that hit him belonged to Walmart. I don't know who
It was contracted out to.
It was Walmart. You can't have a trailer that you're pulling something that's don't belong to. It's Walmart. You can look it up. But the company that hit them was Crest. That was involved with Angie. It's called Crest. I don't know too much about them. But I can say they have a picture of him online. He looks like a young guy. When it comes to,
He young?
He looked like a young white guy. He's from the Army also.
Oh, so that's the guy that's supposed to have been a truck driver? He's in the Army? Or he was in the Army? What? Y'all got, it's too much twist. Oh, too much.
He's only 33 years old. What do you mean he's from the Army?
Yeah, he's from the Army. They said he's from the Army guy or something. If you go look it up, he's from the Army. He used to be in the Army Reserves, I don't know.
Well, then how come he's hard to find? If he's in the Army and he was the driver of the rig truck, he's in the Army and y'all got his name, why is he hard to find? Y'all say the man is missing. He just disappeared.
Okay, so that's not from the Army. He was either active duty reservist.
Well, yeah, whatever it is, yeah, he's from, you can see he has on the actual Army uniform and everything. And a lot of times these truck drivers, we go to school, we get training. You don't get in training for a long time when we get behind these big, massive trucks. And, they be on their cell phones. A lot of times they don't pay attention. So they make a lot of wrong, choices and make accidents.
Okay.
I saw a truck driver watching a movie.
Yes.
We got a flag on the plate. We got a flag on the plate. We might gotta get back to something.
What's wrong?
You said he had on an active duty military uniform?
He had on, when I saw the picture, he has on the Army fatigue stuff from, he was from the Army Reserve or something. Yeah, that's what he had on.
So that's what you saw. You don't know for sure. You're just looking at his clothing.
Let me research right quick.
Yeah, the picture that I have, and if you go research it, he has on that uniform.
All right, they say, do you all agree with Jaguar? You're right. Angie Stone was sacrificed. One, she was sacrificed. Two, you don't agree with that she was sacrificed. Your thoughts?
This is my opinion, and my opinion only. I respect Jaguar right, and a broken clock is correct twice a day. And that's my opinion, and that's what I have to say about it.
Right. You didn't give it to me bold. I need a bold statement.
Okay, you want it bold?
Yeah, because what are you talking about, a clock? Come on. on, spit it out.
Oh.
I question it, okay? Because she's everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
Right. She's just.
You don't believe it.
I question it.
I don't believe in sacrificing at all, no.
No, she could have been sacrificed because Universal Music Group, they are gangsters.
Oh, I don't believe it at all.
So hold on, imagine.
Well, when she was poisoned, right? Because she was poisoned before this accident happened. She was poisoned several months ago.
You mean when she was in the hospital?
And she was poisoned.
Well, she said it was it was a contaminated needle.
Yeah, she said the devil did. They put that in her.
Yeah, it wasn't poison.
That is poison.
Well, it's not called poison. It's like when you go get a staph infection or something like that.
That's poison.
I should turn my cam on so you can see my face. Okay?
Poison, man. Who do you work for, Magnificent?
My wife is a nurse, and I am a truck driver. I'm a truck driver. I can't say who I work for because there is like some type of.
Are you part of Hollywood? Are you part of Hollywood?
No, I promise you I'm not.
Do you want to be a movie star?
No.
Are you a rapper?
No.
Have you ever rapped?
No.
Okay.
No.
I have never wanted to be, I've never wanted to be a celebrity. I've never wanted to be a star. Because when you work with stars, you see what they go through.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them, they will sacrifice themselves, their family, and others to get where they have to go. And my soul doesn't belong to me, so I'm not selling my soul. My soul belongs to Jesus.
Say
Jesus
that.
Christ.
Say that. Say that. Say it again. How you gonna sell something that ain't yours? Your body belongs to Jesus Christ.
When y'all say sacrifice, what is that?
That's just a made-up, phenomenal, whatever, for Hollywood.
What does that mean, sacrifice?
You want me to go? That means that if you was my friend, Magnificent.
Okay.
I
I have a question.
Okay.
Now, where and when did someone see the picture of Jared, the 33-year-old young man?
Magnificent said he's
Yeah, and I will have to go in my history, but I follow a lot of different channels, and yeah, I saw it with my own eyes. He's in a uniform, Army like fatigue uniform. They
his
showed
own
him.
eyes, not nobody else's eyes, right?
Yes, and I can prove it. If I gotta go back in my history, I'll show it.
Well, if he's active in the military.
I don't know if he's active. I just saw it. I think he used to be in it, and now he's a truck driver.
Okay.
Right there? You sure you got the right one? Magnificent.
Yeah.
Are you sure you got the right Jared?
It's the guy they showed when they was talking about Angie. They said this is the guy that ran into him.
Who showed them? Who
It
showed?
was another a channel that I followed.
Who?
Jaguar White?
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Share a $7 20-piece McNuggets, $12 McNuggets bundle, or $18 cheeseburger bundle.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This Friday, time to get to work. Get ready.
Wear a suit.
I won't have a suit. I'll wait. A movie that's giving human traffickers what they deserve.
I think he's dead.
Good. A working man. Rated R. Friday.
Austin Dental offers complete care in one place. Dentists, specialists, and labs. How's that for a cleanup?
This is my comeback, starring yours at PurdueGlobal.edu.
They can buy the tangled wires and earbuds that fall out with these new ones.
3, 2,
Amazing
1.
that it's 2025 where people are still wearing it.
I think she ain't right.
I'm trying to censor myself, okay?
No, it's not Miss. It was a channel. If I'm not mistaken, it might have been. No. Did he see it? I think your friend might have seen it. Did he see it?
No, I
Oh, okay. Well, it's a picture. I promise y'all. I don't know if it was. It might have been Tough TV News. Are y'all familiar with Tough TV?
Yeah, we know Tough TV.
It might have been him that showed it, but it was one of them that showed it. I saw it more than one time. He's a white guy and he had one army star.
Okay, so you taking their word. You don't know for sure.
Well, they put up the picture. They said this is the guy that hit him.
You going from their word. You don't know for sure, right?
Well, if they put up a false picture, they could be sued.
Yes.
Exactly. Say that. So if you saw the picture, then you saw it. Y'all leave that man alone. He said he saw it.
Thank you.
What are these AI channels they being sued? Okay, for all the false news they put out. And let's just be real. False news and fake news has always been around. It always had its place and purpose in politics. And it will continue to be. And they're not getting sued.
And fake psychics, because Sloan Bella, you raised my blood pressure yesterday. Sloan Bella.
Why y'all ain't sue her? She said Angie Stone out. Why y'all ain't sue her? I'm talking about suing.
They should sue her. I don't
If I could, I would sue her. Because she's a after the fact kind of prophet. She even gave the date that Puffy will be incarcerated, not in jail, in jail, but prison.
Maybe her spirits know something yours don't. You know, I don't know.
Well, her son was killed. If she's psychic,
Her lady son.
her son was killed, and she can't use her psychic powers to see who hit her son on that motorcycle.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, and he was a 30-year-old man.
That's just sad. It's sad. I finally came to grips with it. I didn't want to accept the fact that Angie was gone, but I, finally had to accept it.
Can I say something in this room? I just want to say that Angie was saved, sanctified, and Holy Ghost filled. That's why she was sitting there trying to correct her business and get her life right. Because God had told her to sit and be quiet, and she did not do it because she was angry. And I don't know if I would have sat and got quiet in that same situation.
Well, why would God want her to be quiet?
Because God, I don't know the things of God.
Did she say that God told her to be quiet?
She did.
Because she's a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to fight the good fight. You can't just be a coward.
But if you're going to give it to God, you can't help God out. He don't need your help.
Right, that's true.
She's going to have to put in the work and the effort. You can't just pray a prayer without...
No, God is not a magician either. But if he's not leading you where you need to go, you sit and you wait. And it's hard to wait. I can tell you.
Okay, it was hard for Angie to wait. The reason why she got the token, her that management team that she had was found the receipts on that they owed her $50,000. and that she didn't own any of her music. It was under somebody else's name, and I'm not going to allegedly repeat the guy's name, but he had put on paperwork that he owned all of Angie's music.
For myself, it is very hard to wait.
And I feel like if they was doing investigating on trying to find out her music business, why y'all just didn't keep it to yourselves until you got all the facts and all the paperwork together before you even told Angie about it? You could have told her, okay, she knew y'all was investigating because she sent y'all to do the investigation on her music. But just because she sent you to do a job don't mean you had to tell her everything. You could have just told her, look, we even found this, we found that, we're working on it. But y'all had to tell her $50,000 and all of this, and then she getting on the internet, and then she spreading it and talking about it. Y'all should have kept that quiet under wraps until y'all had all that information and documents for Angie prepared to where then you could present it to her. I feel like y'all the cause of her passing as well, because y'all fed her the information and y'all was supposed to be her team helping her, but you fed it to her and then she ran her mouth. Y'all did that, the team. You could have just kept all the paperwork together and said, Angie, we got you. We're working on it. We're getting all the paperwork together, but y'all went into details, $50,000, the man who is the name on your music. Y'all did too much. So naturally, yeah, she couldn't hold that. That was something that she had to tell, but y'all should have kept it under wraps until you got all the facts and paperwork together and then presented it to her. Could have saved her life.
You know, we all got different beliefs. I believe that she was doing the work that God approved, but you know, everything is everything. But let's B. B got something to say. What you got to say, B?
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Ms. Gigi, for allowing me on the panel. I would like to say first, giving my condolences, Angie Stone and family. But I've been thinking about things as being in the truck industry myself, as an owner-operator. I'm thinking I have questions because I never had any of my drivers, or none of any of my CDL drivers, to drive on in the fast lane. Normally, truckers are in the middle lane or over to the far right.
Right.
That was
Because the passing lane is for vehicles. Cars.
yes. Okay, I don't want to lose my train of thought. Okay. So that right there, that was a red flag anyway. And also, the trucker had to be going too fast to be able to stop on time. Because if the van was already in the middle of the median, then that means the trucker could not see any lights of warning.
Okay, well, why they can't, on a rig truck, you can check his breakage and the time. It should be his breakage on his downshifting. Isn't there a way that they can determine if he was braking at that time to shift gears? Doesn't that register? Can't they? I don't know. The box would, if they had a box, they would be able to tell that.
Because if they were out on the road, the van was out on the road, and even if it was stopped in the fast lane on the far left, they would more than likely have blinkers or some sort of lights, even though it was turned over to the side, whatever, you would see some light
Flipped over, yes.
right. So whatever the whole thing from the beginning was just wrong because he shouldn't have been in the far left in the fast lane. And that's what has been bothering me, because I'm like, it sounds deliberate, intentional, because there's no way in the world that if that truck driver was in the middle or far right, he would have just been another witness as well, seeing an accident just take place, not being a part of the accident.
Well,
Because he should have been in that lane in the first place.
mm-hmm.
Well, most likely he was just speeding, trying to get to where he wanted to go, like most truck drivers.
But the rule, I'm talking about DOT.
Oh yeah, well you know we break them all the time. I'm a truck driver too. He wasn't supposed to be doing that. No, he wasn't. But they do it all the time.
Yeah, but that was my point. Yeah. But thank you for letting me. Oh, may I say one more thing too, please?
Yes.
And the person that was the witness, that sounds, not saying that they, am I missing something?
No, we're listening.
Okay. That person that made the witness statement, I believe they know more. And on one hand, it sounds fabricated to some extent, because there's no way that she could have moved that fast. That truck had to have been going at least 60 to 65 miles per hour.
Exactly.
Because when they had to swerve over and it ended up on the other side, that was considered a runaway. Because on that highway, they do not have runaways for the truckers. In the event your brakes, you lose your brakes or have to run off the road, they didn't have a runaway. So that means he was already speeding at least 60 to 65, depending on if his truck was governed or not.
Can you tell me, what do you think, why did that big 18-wheeler truck get into a wreck? What happened? What happened, and what do you think, B?
It was delivered, allegedly. I have to say that, and for your channel. Exactly. It was delivered because rule of DOT, any trucking company with any DOT or MC, which is called motor carrier number, is not allowed in the left lane, fast lane. Those first two lanes, the left lane and next to the left lane, they are for cars and trucks and RVs. Okay?
Oh, if you said it's deliberately, so they deliberately, allegedly took out Angie Stone. So, I was wondering, because you got me thinking now, honey, my mind is going real, the wheels are turning. The wheels are turning my mind. Did the lady purposely put Angie Stone at a so she can get hit, allegedly?
Hypothetically, that's what I'm speaking.
What? Did you talk about that too?
Because I'm going by the DOT rules, the transportation, Department of Transportation and Trucking.
Now, got my head spinning now, unless they paid, allegedly, the white lady to do her bid and say what she said. They could have paid her.
Supposed to be in the left lane. And on top of that, 4 a.m. in the morning, it doesn't matter what time it is, you're not supposed to be in the left lane. But What's your purpose? Because it's less traffic at that hour of the morning. Now one second please, let me finish this. I-65, I'm a part of that group, but I'm way further from that.
Race wrinkles and eye bag.
All right, I'm gonna do a part 3. Too many commercials. I'm gonna do a part 3, y'all. So stay tuned.